Hey guys, welcome to another video. This is Dave from Mr. Dave Pizza, and today we'll be talking about a kind of violent game, but not really one that's too disturbing, really. It's actually just pretty kind of a weird, quirky, gross, fun, cartoony game. And it's called Knights and Guns Advanced Edition for Nintendo Switch by Baltoro Games from Poland. I don't usually review violent games, but like I said, this one's pretty cartoony, so it didn't really bother me. So I'll just tell you a little bit about the game. I've got some gameplay footage in the background here, and I'll just be going over some of the details of the game and some of the things I liked about it and some of the things I didn't like about it, so you know what to expect if you're going to purchase this. It is on sale right now for $1.99 on the eShop until I think the 10th, maybe the 2nd of October. So might want to check that out. But yeah, let me go ahead and read the description from the Nintendo Switch eShop page, and we'll just dive right into the review. So it says, Knight in shining armor, fight your way with guns. Inspired by the classics developed for the modern audiences. A classic revenge story set in a medieval fantasy world with a touch of deadly modern firepower, just to turn things up to 11. Fight through armies of undead, mutants, aliens, machines, and beasts in order to get back what is rightfully yours and bring some semblance of peace back to the land. Who knows? If you're thorough enough, you might even discover the history of the kingdom itself, long lost to scholars of the realm. Knights and Guns brings you to a dangerous world where you will fight alongside your friend against demons, ghouls, and ghosts. Use shotguns, lasers, and power of rivalry to overcome every obstacle. Become the best version of a knight, one with a gun. Apparently this game is similar from some of the reviews on Steam for the first one I saw, called 1989 game called Pain. Released as Buster Brothers in North America, and yeah, I looked that up, and it's not really that similar. And I mean, I think some of the game mechanics are similar, but this features more of a story and more of a fantasy element, and actually has some semi-decent graphics. I thought so, at least. The main way they recommend to play this game is co-op, so you would play with another person, but you can also play it by yourself. I played it by myself and thought it was just fine. I mean, it would have been fun to play with co-op, but it's nothing where you could play it online or anything, I don't think, so it'd be something you'd want to play on your console by yourself or with a friend. So the game features a fun, dark, medieval fantasy, I would almost say Lovecraftian setting, where you're fighting all sorts of monsters, and the monsters are kind of like floating around the screen, and they bounce up and down, and you can only shoot up. You do have the option to use a hammer that does kind of like a thunderclap kind of thing, and you can use that once per round, I think, and it kind of like destroys or does major damage to everything in the radius of the knight. And I think most of them give you about 4 or 5 waves per fight, and the way it kind of works, once you get past this initial training area, I'm not sure if I'm going to be showing the training area in the video. I probably will, just because it shows some of the more advanced weapons, but the way it works is you get kind of to like this map, and you can move tile by tile, and each tile has a new fight, and some of them unlock rewards like weapons or keys to chests or chests themselves, and there's also a store that you can go into that's on the map, and the more you unlock the map, the more you discover the kingdom and supposedly uncover some sort of story. I'm not exactly sure what the story is, but The game starts off pretty slow and easy, and kind of stays that way, honestly, for the entire game. But despite that, it's actually pretty fun and mostly kept my interest, honestly. It would be more fun as co-op, I would say that, but you know, that's up to you. It's gonna be $16.99 normally, so I guess you have to decide how much you want to play it based on whether you're playing by yourself or co-op, but it's only $1.99 now, and will probably go on sale again, honestly, in my opinion, just based on what I've seen from other games. But yeah, so like I said, the graphics are pretty good. Features kind of like a dark, stylized fantasy cartoon style. I didn't mind it too much. It's an indie game, so I thought it was pretty good, actually. In the game, it allows you to unlock new weapons, but I never quite figured out how to use the weapons once I entered a level. So that was kind of weird, but maybe there's something more to that. If you happen to know that, leave a comment, because I might play this game again. I don't know. Also, I did discover that you can jump in this game. I didn't discover that till probably 23 minutes in. If you can jump if you hit the right upper button, which was necessary for one of the levels I went into, and I couldn't figure out why I wasn't eating it. So, yeah, so that's good to know. And the game gives you some things to do in side quests, but honestly, then it sort of becomes a grind. But for some people, that's okay. I don't know. I mean, overall, I thought it was pretty compelling. I did have some issues with the game, but I'll go into that in a little bit here towards the end of the video. I did want to go over some of the features in the game, just because I'm probably not covering everything. I think I did mention most of these, but yeah, I'll just go over the features listed on the eShop page. So, inside the game, 1. Fight awesome bosses on various stages. 2. Conquer the non-linear world. Rush through over 150 crafted stages, or enjoy the game at your own pace, looking for secrets and special routes. So yeah, the levels are pretty unique, so that's pretty good. It took me a while to download the game, so I think there's actually quite a bit of content in it, so it's something to consider. The entire game is designed for both single player or co-op multiplayer. Invite a friend at any time for some extra firepower and mayhem. 60 frames per second gameplay. Try the different modes. Hunt the monsters, survive, play on small, big, and narrow maps. Check out all the awesome suits of armor and of course all the guns. Lasers, shotguns, grenade launchers, sniper rifles, they are all here. Over 30 unique guns. There's probably more flavors of death than the flavors of ice cream you can name. Over 25 types of enemies, 5 types of mini bosses, and 3 types of bosses. Most of these come in different colors too. 30 unique suits of armor for the knights, extra protection and extra style, traps, chests, keys, scrolls of lore, books of monsters, etc. This bundle includes base game, expansion pack number 1, and armor pack number 3 with 10 new levels for you to bring back the piece, 7 new armors to help you on your quest. I mean, that's pretty good, pretty good set of features for a game. And so I did want to go over a couple of the issues I had with the game. So first of all, the game pace is just a little too slow for me. I wish it had picked up a bit after the tutorial, and the I really wanted the mechanics to be more shmup-like instead of this Ping or Buster Brothers game or whatever, and things bouncing around. I mean, bouncing around is fine, but I really wanted more firepower. I wanted things to be kind of really happening, but
against the power.
you know, that's just the way it is. So, narration in the game is not horrible, but it sounds a little unprepared in the story elements of the game. I mean, it is an indie game. It's a foreign indie game, so you can't really expect too much. And it was okay for what it is, you know, an indie game on Nintendo Switch. So, yeah. I couldn't figure out how to use the acquired guns. I don't know. I mean, I just couldn't figure that out. It would have been useful, so who knows. But, and of course, it just gets a little repetitive. And, you know, that's just the way it is. So, yeah, it was okay. So overall, I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. That's my score. 7 because it was okay. I mean, it wasn't, you know, the best game in the world. 0.5 because I actually had quite a bit of fun playing it. And I think, I mean, I think it's up to you if you want to decide if the price is worth it. I've got some gameplay footage here, but yeah, I mean, for the sale price, I thought this was a really good deal. So, yeah, so let me just see real quick here. The sale lasts until October 4th, 2024 at 1:59 a.m. Central Daylight Time. So, yeah, so can check that out. Yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for this review. Got some gameplay footage here in the background. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more content of me talking about games or just want to support my channel, be sure to subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. And enjoy your games, guys. Thanks for watching.